Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, colleagues, peers, welcome to the Bruker Now Hospitality Suite at ISMRM 2020. My name is Tim Vukrina. I'm the MRI Product Manager at Bruker Biospin Preclinical Imaging, and I will guide you through this event today. We have here with us Wulf Jung. He's the President of the Preclinical Imaging Division, and he will give you an overview over the activities and actions that we have during the ISMRM and also how we react on the COVID-19 pandemic. Wulf, over to you.
Thank you very much, Tim. Welcome everybody to this keynote and the information Tim already announced on all what's ongoing in Bruker in the direction of preclinical imaging. Normally, as you all know, I would be with you at the booth or at meetings in person. Unfortunately, this time, with the movement of the ISMRM first to Paris and then to virtual, this is not possible. We all suffer from that, and we all would love to meet in person. But to bring you an experience which is similar or at least resembles many of the things we can do together in personal discussions, we have set up a lot to bring you as much information and as much personal contact as possible. And I will come to that in a sec in my presentation. But you certainly also want to know how is Bruker handling the situation with the COVID-19 pandemic. What are our conclusions? What are our activities we are starting out of this special situation? And how do we set us up in a way that we can continue our support to you? And this will be shown in the presentation. But before we directly go into that, I want to thank the ISMRM, the organizers of the ISMRM. We fully support their decision to go virtual and have adapted accordingly with our virtual hospitality suite, which will be available through all the days of ISMRM. This is available if you type in bruker.com/now, also with a direct access from the Bruker site. It also, of course, is available directly from our booth at the ISMRM. And so whatever you choose, you can directly find this virtual hospitality suite. The four major focus points of Bruker, and in Bruker in general, not just the preclinical imaging division or business side, are shown here on that slide. How does Bruker respond to the COVID-19 pandemic, to the challenge which comes with it? Our focus point number one is that we want to preserve and support the health and safety of our people, our customers, and our collaboration partners. Focus point two is business continuity, which we want to preserve in order to serve you with a high level of service support in these difficult times. You all have experienced delays in accessibility of the buildings, of the sites where your systems are located. We know that sometimes there is a quarantine which has to be respected. It's difficult to go in, it's difficult to go out, it's difficult to ship goods to the site, and we have set up everything possible to still continue and continue to the full to support your systems and your research. This is also a part of our general and essential support we see which is required for our society. The third point is that we clearly see some temporary cost reductions, and here we have the benefits, of course, that traveling is much more difficult, so a lot of the travel can't happen. That leads to cost savings, but in turn we also invest at the same time in new technologies and in R&D in a general sense to prepare for the future. This is in order to support you even better as soon as we will be more free then to travel again and operate more freely. The fourth point is enabling life science tools for COVID-19 research and support. This means, for example, in pharma industry, finding a vaccine which has a lot of R&D around it, and also, of course, for new diagnostics, which are required to detect the COVID-19, infected people. How does it look? If you look at this slide, you see that we work with virologists and lung disease specialists all over the world. And this example on the left shows you that, for example, the micro-CT system was commissioned for some of the world's very first COVID-19 imaging experiments. We also use micro-CT, for example, to test FFP masks for your protection, and these tests are possible on new masks and of course also on refurbished masks. You know that in some areas it's very difficult to get enough masks available, and in that case a test of refurbished masks is something very useful, and we support also this kind of research and usage. In NMR, we have joined a group of NMR experts who are doing NMR-related COVID-19 research. We also use EPR for structural analysis of the COVID-19 fusion peptide. And last but not least, we work together with the Australian Phenome Center. This is a partnership to use NMR in phenomics and support the research in COVID-19. We also invest in our infrastructure, and what you see here on the slide on the right side is an actual 3 days old photo of the Ettlingen campus. And now many of you have visited us in the past here, and you may remember the MRI building you know from the old days. And now you see we have erected around it 2 large buildings which are supporting us in producing our goods, as well as in R&D and all the operational directions. This is a $35 million investment to erect a campus. This will give you a campus feeling, a campus concept like feeling, which means a very modern and broad experience for our customers, as well as for our employees, of course. And it should facilitate communication in all directions. This is not only limited to the Ettlingen campus, we also have done similar erections and changes to the campus in Switzerland, in Zurich, and in France, where we have a large factory close to the German border. As you know, the ISMRM is always the time when we announce new products, and I have brought this time 2 major product announcements with me. The first one is a new version of ParaVision 360. And to be more precise, actually I announced 2 new versions. The first one is a 2.0 version, which especially offers, among other changes, the most important one, namely the use of dynamic shimming for chemical shift imaging. This allows to do much improved spectral resolution in chemical shift experiments. The respective 2.0 software version is ready for download, and you can download it free of charge. You will hear more details about this in Tim Bokrina's presentation later this week. The second big announcement, or big part of the announcement, is a new ParaVision version 3.0, which will arrive end of this year and which will introduced in detail by Tim and Michael Heidenreich. This new version has a greater productivity with at least a 2-fold acceleration for compressed sensing and 3D grappa. It has the ability to monitor the health of your MRI system with a new Bruker magnet monitoring unit, BMU5. This can be done either directly or remotely with support from Bruker. Again, both of these versions will be introduced during the week. The second major announcement is a new small PET insert for simultaneous PET MR. This is available for 17 centimeter magnets and up, so we have now two versions. For the smaller diameter bore sizes, this is the new small PET insert. It's complementary then to the larger bore products which are available since 2 years. This small PET insert is based on the total body PET technology, and it also offers the full field of view accuracy as the larger PET inserts do. The new PET reconstruction features comprise a higher PET sensitivity, a better resolution, better contrast, and faster image reconstruction. Coming soon is also the P.PMOD version 4.2. This is a new software version streamlined for processing of rodent brain images, which allows improved workflows for PET-CT, PET-MR, PET-MR, NCT, and it's called PNROD. It also offers a simplified access to artificial intelligence for image segmentation, PAI. With the last slide of today, I want to go back to the virtual hospitality suite we have established for you. Again, you see it on the headline, bruker.com/now. Type it in and you are right there. You see, for example, this live information we provide to you. This is real life. We are here together, working with you, discussing with you, and offering separate video conferences in smaller groups with you upon scheduling. What does it bring? It brings keynotes which can be played on that platform. It brings product news. It also allows to have global live lab video broadcasts. We offer that you can meet the experts. You can meet experts which are here already or which you can ask for, and then we try to organize a corresponding conference with these experts so that you get the deepest insights you want to have. In general, video connection with all of our team members is possible, and we will schedule it as soon as possible, as soon as we get your note. So please use this platform, meet us there, join us for the lab tours, join us for the webinars and everything we offer on this platform. It's really a large portfolio of things you can see there. So go there, click on the things you want to see, or go live with us for a video conference. This brings me to the last point. I left the first sentence for last. This is the mouse to the house. What is behind that? The mouse to the house is an idea. Typically we would meet in person, and we would, again, of course, prefer that, but it's unfortunately not possible. And to bridge the time for you until we can next time meet in person, we decided that the first 500 people who register for one of the events will get a mouse to the house. And this mouse is this one. This is the Bruker mouse. As you can see, very nice, tiny mouse for your children, for your wife, your husband, for your family, or just for your office desk. And if you like such a mouse, it's a thing you can get if you are among the first 500. So with this, I'm through with my introduction and my keynotes. I welcome everybody once again. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for meeting us and visiting us at Bruker. And have a nice and successful ISMRM. Thank you very much.
Dear Wulf, thank you very much for these important insights and also the product announcements. If there should be any questions, please get in touch with us. Go to bruker.com/now and request a meeting with Wulf or anybody off the team, and we will schedule one. There will be no live Q&A now, but please connect with us and we will set up video conferencing to discuss important topics with you. I would now like to announce the next action that's going to happen, and that is our Billerica lab tour, part 2, which will take place 6:30 Berlin time or 12:30 Eastern time. And you can stay connected to this video stream now. There will be a button coming up which you can simply hit, and you will be transferred to the next meeting. You can do that right away. Stay tuned for the Billerica lab tour. Thank you very much for your attendance. Enjoy ISMRM.